Good evening, it is 7:43 PM on Friday the 19th of February and it is time for Today in My Boo Journal. I hope you're good, how are you? There was not a stream, there was not a live, there was not a video, there was nothing yesterday. Basically what happened was I was in bed. I was in bed with one of the worst bouts of IBS I have ever had. I basically spent the entire day feeling like I was about to explode, and my camera's just ever so slightly off. No, go to bed. Go to bed. No, go to bed. I know, I mean, the minute the camera goes on. Yeah, so I felt the whole day feeling, I actually felt really ill with it as well. My mum questioned whether I had some kind of gastro bug, but it's definitely IBS. Oh, yeah, wow, it was bad. So there was nothing yesterday. So I'm going to do a little bit of catch up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really done much else. Now, this is the 17th, so this was Wednesday. I didn't edit, but I did upload because I did a live, didn't I? It wasn't a very long one because I started to feel ill on the Wednesday, if you guys remember, and I actually cut the live short because I was feeling a bit crappy. Well, that ended up developing into quite a bad evening. So, and then last night I went to bed early. So on Wednesday, because I even had to say to somebody, no, I cannot do 5 minutes of steps because I think it was Dork redeemed points in my live. You can redeem points to make me take a drink or do 5,000 steps or whatever. And yeah, I actually said to her, no, I will do them tomorrow because I was already starting to feel rough. I had all this pain that I thought was my back, but it wasn't. It was all related to this IBS. And then I didn't go on, so it's in my queue. And next time I go live, someone's going to have to remind me that it's there and that I need to redeem it. Well, she's redeemed it, I need to fulfill it. Okay, so yeah, this is something. Let's see, where did we get to? Now I have done that and that. And did that right, so let's get yesterday's pen out. Thank God I closed this day for yesterday because I sent it flying last night and knocked it with the back of my chair, which I'm getting quite good at hitting everything with the back of my chair. And yeah, actually sent this flying. If it had been open, I would never have got that all back in the same order, could you have imagined? That would have annoyed me, just because I'm anal like that. Right. So yeah, yesterday I didn't do much of anything. I did my teeth and my day face cream. I barely ate anything. I spent the whole day feeling really rubbish. Didn't do makeup. I did take my antihistamines. Post on Instagram. I didn't film, edit or upload. I didn't have any booze. I think I had one small glass of fizzy. No, I don't think. I really can't remember. No, I don't think I did because I felt that crap. Not done very well at this at all. Certainly didn't have any chips. I did craft and I did all of that. Daryl did his own teeth and made his bed. We didn't do any schoolwork, literally because I could not sit still. We did tidy the lounge. And when he did his peanut teeth. So yesterday, as you can imagine, I was feeling pretty low and crap. I spent the day watching that. Oh, do you remember V, the old TV miniseries with Mark Singer and Jane Badler? They were reptilian aliens that ate mice and guinea pigs and things. I watched that yesterday. It was, had a really young Michael Ironside in it. I was like, I forgot he was in that. It was like, when did it come out? Like 1983, 1984. I was 9. And my mum used to let me stay up and watch it because it's on like Friday or Saturday nights. I know it's one of those. She wouldn't let me stay up otherwise. And I was allowed to stay up and watch it. And I remember when what's her name? The young girl. I want to say Billy, but I don't think that's right. When she got pregnant by one of the visitors, and she had the twins, Elizabeth and the reptile baby. And I remember watching that first time around with my mum, and we sat up like, and I was totally mesmerised by this one little reptile baby crawled out of the room. But I was looking at watching it back yesterday, and I was like, this is fucking dire. The special effects were bad. They were bad, really fucking bad. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, they were bad. Did manage to get my steps. It was really hard work, but I did manage to get them. So that's good. What did I do sleep wise? See, now that's funny because that says that I didn't go to sleep till 2:15, and I'm sure I went to bed because I had a bath at like 10, and then I went straight to bed and I passed out. I know I was asleep by 11, so I'm actually going to put that I went to sleep about 11 o'clock because I felt quite rough. And yeah, I woke up just before 8 o'clock, so yeah, the graphics and special effects were really quite laughable, really, you know. There was this one bit where they had this shuttle and it was being chased by another shuttle, and it was so funny because right, hang on, what should we use? Yeah, we're going to use an old dinosaur phone. It's my mother's phone. So this little shuttle is flying along like this, and it goes, and then it properly turns over and collapses like that. And they used that same shot about 3 times. I was in absolute fits. And then there was a bit where the ships first arrived, and you saw everybody standing in the street, and they're looking towards the horizon where you've got like all the forestry and that. And I was like, oh my god, look how badly that was blended. And it, to be fair, it looked fucking fantastic on our screens back in the early 80s, but oh dear, in this day and age it looked bloody dreadful. I know they tried to reboot it and it wasn't successful, but you know, imagine if they sort of brought out something like that now. I suppose a lot of, you know, it was an original idea, wasn't it then? But oh, there was the bit as well where Diana ate the guinea pig, and it was so obviously fake. It was laughable, really laughable. I was going to watch like the 19 episode mini series that sort of followed on after the final battle, but I was like, you know what, it was good for a bit of nostalgia, but I really don't think I can sit through another 19 episodes. So I'm now on Battlestar, which is quite good. I'm enjoying it. Well, I'm on the first episode, but I thought I'd better come in here and do this, and then you know, I can then spend the rest of the evening, because I've got the house to myself. Daryl, we've had takeaway. Daryl and I have been naughty and had a takeaway. I pulled the 9 of Wands yesterday, and I wrote, you've had a turn of bad luck and people are assholes, stay strong. Yeah, so Daryl and I have been naughty and had a takeaway, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I did absolutely fuck all yesterday, and I'm not gonna mark that I did anything, because that would be a lie. Anything that was done, my son did it. And ordinarily I still mark that, but I'm not going to. So the dog hasn't had a bath. The vents were done. I still haven't been down to have a look at it. And he's been paid, so that's good. I need to go down and have a look and see how well he's done, because he was very cheap, and I'm hoping that he's not shafted me any, you know. Right. Okay. Today I have still been lazy, because while I feel better, I still feel a bit, and you're going to say, but you've just eaten a takeaway, you greedy bitch. I still feel a bit delicate around the middle area. I wasn't sick, and I don't feel sick, but I do feel like I've pooped more than I should have, maybe, just to be blunt about the whole thing. So today I did my AM teeth and my day face cream. I don't know why this Lumi colour is all the way over here from this Lumi colour, but there you go. I didn't wear any makeup. I took my antihistamines and a painkiller this morning. I haven't done any dreads. I have posted on Instagram, and I will be posting later, because as you can see by that graph up there, I've nearly finished the D-socks, and I will probably get them done today, I reckon. I am filming, and I will edit and upload. I've had caffeine, and I'm actually having a drink. Chips, and I have crafted, and I am crafting. Again, we've not done any schoolwork because, quite frankly, I haven't really felt up for it. We've had a nice, quiet, relaxing day. And you know, some people are like, you're probably thinking, oh, you don't spend anywhere near as much time schooling. But that's just the Reading Eggs programme that I mark off there. Daryl is educated enough ways at home. He plays with marbles, and we do counting. We're learning about telling the time, and I've got a clock on order. It's great. I found it on AliExpress. It's a round clock, and it's got like 1 through 12, and then under that it's got minutes in 5-minute increments, and then inside that it's got the 24-hour clock. So I'm really excited to receive this. I hope it's a decent size. It looked a decent size, but you know what AliExpress is like. So I felt a bit better today, and that's on its way. So when that gets here, we can really go to town on telling the time, because Reading Eggs kind of like touches on it every you know, every sort of 10-15 lessons, and it's not enough. He's not learning. He knows how to tell the time digitally because he has his Fitbit watch, which is great, and you know that does what he needs it to, but it's not teaching him to tell the time. So you know. Right, so yesterday I'm going to put, again, that was there, and I'm going to bring it down today for there. And I want him to be able to tell the time analogue style. It's not analogically, is it? Is it? What is the analogue version of digitally? Does anybody know? I could ask Siri, but I want to know if you know. Without Googling it, do you know the answer? Now, let's see. What did I do sleep-wise last night? So last night, I went to sleep. I went to sleep nice and early again last night. It says I went to sleep at 10:30. Well, that's good. And then I got up at 9, so I slept really well last night. I obviously needed it. And you know what? There ain't nothing wrong with that. I had a nice hot bath and I conked out. And slept like my life depended on it. Well, my stomach certainly did, so yes. I'm going to have to get on and do my March setup at some point. I might start that on Wednesday, on the weekend. But I don't know. You guys got any ideas? I don't really want to do St. Patrick's Day because everybody does that. Even though I have found a really cute thing that I could copy. But, you know, it just seems like everybody, especially people in America, all do St. Patrick's Day. Why, I don't know, because you're like American, not Irish, but there you go. It seems like more Americans celebrate St. Patrick's Day than Irish people, weirdly enough. Let's do red. Okay, so this is weird. I pulled a card today, and I'm just going to show you the rest of the deck. Right, the card is the other way, back to back on here. As you can see, every card in my deck is the correct way up. Yeah. And I went through this. So 78 odd cards I think there is in a tarot deck. My mind has blanked on the number. And I shuffled through them like I normally do, and I pulled a card. And the card I pulled was reversed. I don't work with reversed cards. I was quite surprised at this. And I don't have reversed cards in my deck. So I don't know why that particular card is reversed. It's a bit astonishing, really. So we are going to put 6 of coins, and I'm going to write there reversed. I did ask somebody's opinion, and she thinks that it could be one of two things. It could be either that I am too invested in something from my past, or that there's just not enough fun in my life. And I'm going to go with it. There's just not enough fun in my life. Because I have been feeling slightly cut off, which I think we all have, from society, life in general. I just feel cut off and excluded.
I'm going to sleep.
Are you going to sleep? Night night then. Love you. Good night. Go on.
Huggy.
No, go on.
Why?
Because you don't come down for huggies when it's time for you to go to sleep. Go on, off you go. And I know that everybody's been feeling that way, and it's not like, it's not like everybody's purposely excluding me. But that's how I feel. Does that make sense? And in a way, I think it's a lot worse because, all of a sudden, my daughter's now got her own place, and I know she's not excluding me, but she now has her own life. I know she had her own life before, but she still lived in one of the family homes. She doesn't anymore. She's now independent, and she's got a husband, and there's a baby on the way, and I don't know every detail that's going on in her life. I don't know every detail that's going on in my boys' lives. Probably the only one I really know just pretty much everything about is Kyle and Daryl, obviously. But, Alex has got a new job. He's just about to start working for the local hospital, security guard for the local hospital, which is brilliant news. So yeah, that's great. But I don't, it was different when he lived here, and I used to hear about his oh yeah, this happened and that happened, but he doesn't think to tell me now. It used to be when you walked in from work, it'd be, oh yeah, this happened. So I'm missing things. He's got interests that, although I share those interests, such as his wrestling, and God, I'm so proud of him for it, you guys know that, I'm not a part of it. I'm a spectator. As much as I would love to be a part of it, God, I would. I said to him he needed a manager, and I tried to talk him into making me his manager, but he wouldn't have it. I'm not a part of it. That's his thing, and that's a good thing. But I'm left behind, which I suppose every parent must go through this. It's a horrible feeling. I'm smiling about it, but inside I'm sort of, yes, I'm left behind, and in a sense it's great because I've still got Daryl, and I'm still invested in something, I suppose. What do you do as a parent when that's all over? Yeah, how do you find you again once your job as a parent is done? I don't by any stretch of the imagination regret being as an invested a parent as what I am. Both my parents worked, and I was adamant that I wasn't going to do that. I didn't want I was a latchkey, what we call here in England a latchkey kid, which was basically I would let myself in when I got home from school. My mum worked nights and she was asleep, my dad worked days and he was at work. I didn't want that for my children. Do I regret not having a career? I guess. But there was never anything I really wanted to do. I only ever wanted to be a mum. I hope I've done a good enough job. But it's at this time of their lives when they're all starting to do their own things that, you know, I mean, my second son's talking about moving away, and that's probably going to happen this year. It's probably going to happen next month, to be honest, because there's been a lot of personal shit for him happening over the last few months, which I haven't been able to tell you about, and I'm probably never going to. And it's now, he's always wanted to go, but it's kind of made it a little bit more imminent. And you know, he's got friends in Wales that have said to him, you know, if you want to move here, we'll help you, we'll put you up, we'll help you find somewhere, we'll, you know, see if we can help you find a job and all that lot. Which, you know, while that's great for him, I'm all of a sudden, I'm like, one of my babies is leaving. So it's that, I suppose I am invested in the past then, aren't I, really? But I'm as equally invested in the future. I guess I've got to make my own fun from now on. Now I'm going to make sure that when I put this in, that it goes in the correct way up. Okay. I've put reversed. My children's lives are moving forward without me. How do I find me now? And I apologise for talking your ear off during that segment. It's hard to explain sort of everything that I felt and thought while I was dealing with that card, you know. Okay, so today I've cleaned the loo, I've checked the laundry. I haven't done the microwave. The dishes are done. The worktop is done. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that is it. I have paid him. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there. I did yesterday take a little bit of time to journal. It was nothing fancy, it was just a journal. I just wrote about what was going on, I think. I was a bit bummed because I used my stamp and I thought it would be alright, but it didn't, it bled through. And I don't know whether it's because I've printed on the other side, because I've stamped on plain paper before and it's been fine. This is just regular copy paper. But I think, where was it? See, I stamped on this is regular copy paper. And I stamped on this and it didn't go through as much. It did bleed a little bit. And again, that was with, yeah, that was with a green. But it really, really went through. I've covered it. It really, really went through here. And all I did was I just did some writing. So, but I was pissed off with the rain and the grey and all that lot. So I found this journal card that Rachel sent me, and I stuck it in to make a tuck spot. And this is just one of Daryl's drawings that he gave me ages ago. Said, "Mummy, put it in your journal." So that's what I've done. I've just made that a little tuck spot up there, so that can sit in there nice and neatly. And I'm probably just going to journal underneath it, just do some writing, and sort of, you know, say about today. I might even, do you know what, I might even write down what I've just said to you. It's good to write that kind of thing on paper, and I can always continue it on over here, that's fine. I'm gonna have to come up with some other way to stamp the date, because it doesn't like stamping on that paper, and that's using distress inks, and I'm finding that quite upsetting. Really, that it's bleeding through the papers, because I don't want it to bleed through the papers. I want to be able to stamp with it. Yeah, I've not used it much in here, but I definitely, you know, it's got to be usable. So I used it there. Oh yeah, no, it did bleed through, look. So I need an ink that isn't going to bleed through. These are distress inks, or are they distress oxides? These are distress inks. They're the mini distress inks that I've been collecting over time. You know, and I've tried several different colours, and they've bled through. So, you know, any suggestions of what inks I can use with my giant date stamp? Because I love this stamp and I want to use it lots and lots and lots. But I don't want to use it and have it bleed through everything. Now I could stamp it onto another piece of paper, but then I've got the hassle of, I've got to, you know, cut it out prettily or something. Oh, I'm just going to get it clean because it looks a bit grubby. So, you know, I'm sort of like, well, anybody knows what else I can use it with, or what inks I can use with it that will stamp just as nicely, but won't be through just regular copy paper, I'd really, really appreciate it if you could tell me. So this is starting to look good. This is just my first signature. I haven't even started the second signature yet. I am like, where am I in relation to the end of the signature? Not far. I've got these pages left. So yeah. But I do want to journal more. Sometimes I just have days where there's nothing to journal about. So, you know, or there's nothing to stick in. It's just writing. So, you know, I suppose I could buy some stickers. Put stickers down. Or something. I'll think of something. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions or feedback, please do leave them down below. Every single comment gets a like, a love or a written response. If you click the icon in the corner, you will be subscribed. And if you hit the bell that appears down below, you'll be notified when I upload new content. A thumbs up would also be much, 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 much appreciated. Thank you for choosing to spend time with me today. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you next time on Today in My Boo Journal. Take it easy, guys.